save up to $100 on your energy bill. Mr. T will turn to coal, and so will this fool. I turn to coal. You know, technically, you're Mr. T. Technically, Steve.
Gas prices are sky high right now. It's sparking conversation of bringing a passenger rail train between Green Bay and Milwaukee.
Well, these conversations started before the gas prices went up. But Amtrak provided an update today to a group in Appleton that has been advocating for this project. It's been more than 50 years since the old train depot in downtown Green Bay has helped accommodate regular rail passenger service. If you want to bring those type of trains back to the area, the time to say so is now. Right now, it's going just about saying, hey, we're interested in this conversation.
Hey, Miss Brown. What you doing over there, Miss Brown? Hi, Perspective. Hi. Hi, T. Lynn. I always smile when I see T. Lynn. You say he is a joke. How you know what I'm finna talk? Perspective. How you know what I'm about to ask you? Because I just got a problem. Just a little bit. I got a minor problem. I'm going to ask you, and you know what? Perspective. I'm gonna ask you the question. I'm going because we're talking about indicting. Well, not we. You know the word on the curb is there. There's going to be more indictments coming down because of the intervene corruption with the attorneys, right? With the attorneys, and that's the key word. The keep the attorneys in mind as I ask my question. And I'm just talking to my chat. I'm not here to be keeping up some shit and what they agendas are or nothing like that. But I told you if it's public and and I'm kind of I'm in the bathroom and I'm like let me I'm cleaning the bathroom, changing the bulb and the lights in the bathroom and stuff, right? And I was like, well, let me see what's the word on the curb. Like, what's the word on the curb out here? And I'm like, oh, and do you guys ever feel like when like people be talking and it's like something missing in the story? It kind of feels like it's bullets. Like you ever like flinch, like, oh, what? Like, oh, wait a minute, how you? Whoa, that's one hell of a synopsis. Oh, okay. I be over here straight like that, y'all. I be over here straight like that when I be hearing word on the curb. I be dodging shit like, ow, oh, okay. This is interesting. How is this gonna work again? And and it's a lot of people that hasn't been to law school out here, right? But you kind of know when you hear something that makes you go, "What? Wait, oh, they could do that? Well, I didn't know that they can do that. Oh, that's interesting. What publication is that in? Where can I find this at?" You know what I'm saying? I'll be over here like, huh? Well, point me to what volume, what book are we using? What is this? Because sometimes spiritual people have to resort back to the Old Testaments and the New Testaments to get some verification of people that speaks biblically and verses, right? And I'm like, well, okay. So I still got to tell you, Queen Diva. 'Cause I still got to tell you. I seen somebody screen. I'm starting to think he's into screenshotting for like all he do is just screenshot that the one over there because he screenshotted your stuff right just to expose. But oh, so you work there? Oh, so you getting inside R. Kelly's business and you putting it out here on the street? So I guess you're gonna be in the indictment too, Queen Diva, pretty soon. Okay, babe. Pretty soon. I'm trying not to talk so loud. You say you don't know how y'all listen to the. You know what? I do a little bit now because of these grievances that has been filed. So I'm trying to, see where can I look up what it is that he speaks on so I can see if it's some validity to it. And since there has not been any publication or any resources or reference to the matter at hand of what he speaks on, I had to take it with a grain of salt and be like, well, okay, this is some story that is being told. A lot of people will make up fictitious and plan it as if it's like the real deal and this is going to happen, and the way he extremely regurgitated with a aggressive tone. To some people, it would sound so real. And so I just be dodging. Whoa, okay, that's an aggressive move. Okay. And my first question is still out there to my chat room. Like, how is that? How is that finna free Mr. Kelly? I'm still looking for that answer, because if you're going, whoo, slow down, pal, slow down, girl. Just take a breather, like the chat room be telling me to do. Just take a breather. That I only did like 15, 20 minutes of it, and I was good with that. But first, I, how do you get these terroristical people in indictments if you don't have the other people to, um, let me see, expose them? And the other people would be the the attorneys, right? Hi, Miss Brown Shook. Wouldn't it be the attorneys? Wouldn't it have to be that the attorneys who also played along in this alleged terroristical act? Wouldn't you have to bring them to the stand? Put some indictments on them as well. You don't understand it. That's why we're doing Q&As. You would think in order to prevail in this allegations that Mr. Kelly's case have been such a torment between terroristical people that had aligned themselves with Mr. Kelly's attorneys, right? Talking to him on the phone, doing all of this and doing all of that, right? One would think that, well, wait a minute now, because this is Mr. Kelly's case, right? You would think that Mr. Kelly or some somebody other than the YouTube, I think, would have to bring these charges up. And then once these charges are up and they pick the right people, including the attorneys, and you bring them in to speak to the grand juror, like, what are the attorneys are going to say? Well, yeah, I had these people up under me, and they had me doing this, and yes, I spoke to them on the phone, and I helped, I was involved with setting up the defense, and blah blah blah. So now you're going to have the terroristical people, come in after they get indictment to tell their testimony to the grand juror. And what are they going to say? They're going to say, well, yeah, this was all R. Kelly's attorneys' fault. He made us do this. He paid us. This one paid me this amount. This one paid me this amount. And this one paid me this amount. Now, all that sound good and dumb at the same goddamn time. At the same time. I'm like, wait a minute here. Something just ain't right with this story. To me, it's just to me. It may be to you guys, but to me, they say if the shoe don't fit, don't wear that. Don't wear it. Don't put it on. Go to the next aisle and see if they got a better shoe over there, or better yet, try a different store. You might find something better that you may like and decide to wear it. But this one right here, I got that's the wrong store for me, y'all. It just don't fit. If it don't fit, it must have quit. So Okay, so let's proceed. So now you all have taken a look inside of Attorney Jennifer Bonjean's motions. You guys have taken a look inside of the indictments and the supersede indictments and everything, right? But let's keep it current. Let's not go back too far. Let's keep it current with the current motions. And in the current motions, it does clearly says that there to her judgment there has been a just cause to remove um, ineffective attorneys. She didn't quite go into details whether if these attorneys were ineffective due to the fact that they were aligned with terroristical people. She went into it by saying that what you call it, the cursio was filed at the time, and these attorneys seemed to been at a position where they were not getting along. There was something going on that was causing them to be distracted from Mr. Kelly's case. She put her examples in there with it being late motions and this and and this going on. Then you had the thing with attorney Becker. What's her name? Blank Becker. You she put those in there. So I'm just trying to see when did the narration get. Why is it being spinned? I guess is what I'm asking. I guess I'm asking why is it being spinned? Because if, in my opinion, if this terroristical people are now being exposed and put inside of whatever paperwork is supposed to be coming to life, um, who's going to fight that? Who's going to fight that? Who who's going? Huh? Turn the clip the thing. Turn. Yeah, at the top. Hold it with the towel. Who? Hi, every day. Um, who's gonna fight? Wait. Not even a fight. Who is? Let me ask this question to you guys. Who's going to be pressing charges? Because first you have to press the charges. At first, you know what I mean. Who finna pick this up? Your head spinning, boo. Who's picking up this charge? Is it the feds? Is it Homeland Security? I'm asking you guys, come on, work with me here because my head is spinning too. Perspective. Hi, Miss T. London. What up? Who is going to be indicting them? Who? Who finna indict them? Because once there's an indictment, then there's going to be what a whole new trial. Who is the attorney that is going to be coming forth to fight this terroristical people who has intervened and did what to the Kelly case? Who? I mean, I'm just asking for a friend. Daz, maybe you got the answers because us women try to our heads spinning. Our heads are spinning. I heard that part too, Daz. I did. I was like, oh, okay. There's some steps missing. And as I sat to watch the chat flow, right? The chat is flowing. You mean out of 200 and something number of people, don't nobody in there have a question? They were all in there like, you the man, you the shit. That's why I love you. And what? Where are the questions at? Because the first one should have been, who's going to indict these people? The second one should have been, who is this versus who? The third one to me should have been Okay, sorry about that, y'all. So I'm just saying, like, where are the questions at? I don't understand how nobody has the questions. How no, they getting indicted pretty soon, girl. But the word on the curb. You know is that I guess allegedly the Hollywood next supposed to been the team ringleader of the terrorism. Which I don't understand that when you have on the other side the damn Booker boy. Shit said that Don Russell is responsible for all this shit. So I'm confused now. I'm confused. It's like they're not on the. How do you work together as far as your dialogues and defending each other and roo roo rah rah for each other, but the synopsis is not on the same page. They're on two different pages. It's like Bookham is on page 20 and he on page 50. I can't figure I can't figure it out. Which narrative are they going to stick with? I guess I should ask. Is it the terrorism act, acting of the people, or is it the Don Russell, or is it the attorneys? What is it? You favor the three. I don't know who's going to jail. I really don't care at this hour. I really don't even care. But like I said, when you put it out here publicly, man, I got some questions and some opinions that don't nobody need to address me back from the other side. I'm just over here collaborating and asking this chat room over here, what do you guys think of this? How are you guys holding up on this stuff? This is ludicrous in my opinion. So, hold on one second, y'all. Okay, y'all. So, I it's I'm not going to even say at this point that it's confusing to me. Does it confuse? Does the word on the curb confuses you guys? I don't even understand how someone who I'm trying to figure out where does the authorization comes in at for a a regular citizen to be doing whatever investigation that they are attempting to do, to say that, like, you're responsible for this and you're going to go to jail for 3 years. I don't even know of according to TV, the movies, the things that you watch, you don't never even hear a police officer like coming on TV to tell the person that you're going to jail. They just usually show up and pick the person up and tell them their charges. I don't. In other words, I don't know someone that announces it publicly. How do you give somebody a warning? Like Hollywood Next can pack up right now and go on over to Africa and be out of sight. How you gonna catch her? That's all I'm saying. Like how you gonna warn somebody? Like I mean, think about it. I'm just saying, how do you warn a crook or criminal, whatever, whichever one you want to use, you going to jail, and we gonna be there at on Monday at 5 p.m. and you better be there so when we get ready to arrest you. Like, nigga, what, man? And especially if you know that you done some shit. The black people don't wait for the police to show up when they know that they've been targeted on. Black people be packing their shit and getting the hell out of Dodge. You gonna have to catch me because she gonna need time to go get her attorney and stuff, and then we'll see it on the news that there, there's a warrant for the Hollywood Next and all of the other terroristical people, right? And then, if anybody has seen her, please contact your local police. And she'd have packed up her goddamn Dooney and Burke bag and gone. I don't know. I try to see how they gonna catch these people. They done told them everything they gonna do to them. That shit crazy. Hollywood Dex, you are under a motherfucking arrest, and we will be there at Monday at 5 o'clock, and you better have your ass there. Be like, nigga, who sits around and wait for that? I'm like, no can do. This shit funny as hell, though. This shit funny as hell. Daz, I don't know any feds that gives you a warning that they are coming. I just don't. So I'm trying to understand how is it that a public citizen is able to have that power, but according to him, he's given all of his presidents to the I guess the feds. I don't even know how these people skipping chain of command. That's the killing part about me. There's a chain of command for everything. Like where's the police report with the probable cause first, and then the police, your local police and things would be looking into this, and if they feel that this is something that is out of their reach and this should be passed on to the federal bureau, then maybe it works that way. But you don't never hear these people saying that they filing this with the local freaking. These people going straight to the top. I'm like, how the hell? How does this work? Wait a minute. I mean, because if somebody comes to steal, my vehicle, that's a criminal offense. So I fuck that. I ain't going up the street to the police station. I'm going straight to Washington and file this shit with the Federal Bureau. Somebody stole my vehicle. I'm gonna skip the chain of command. Straight to them, girl. How does that work? We might as well just get rid of all the local police. We don't need them no more. Federal Bureau's taking over. Homeland Security is now in charge. So I'm like, okay, this is crazy, but I don't know. So maybe Hollywood Next gonna have to be on the run for a minute, go hide out, cause word on the curb, they like she's been announced as the head ring terrorist leader. You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. So back to the question. What up, Janice? What up, Lisa? Back to the question, because I'm asking y'all a question. Are the attorneys who is now being thrown in with having dealing with the leader terrorists out here, what's going to happen to them? Do you think that they should be walking scot-free because they were representing Mr. Kelly as well, according to his admission over there, giving the word on the curb? Then that means that they were involved in the terroristic act too. So Hollywood Next can't go to jail by herself. You're going to have to put the indictments out on the freaking attorneys too. unless, unless they turn state evidence on each other by saying, well, no, our Kelly attorneys, they told us to do this first. They told us to call them, and then they told us to set the defense fund up, and they told us to do this, and then you go have the attorneys well on the stand saying, no, we don't know these people. They made us do this to R. Kelly. What? And I'm saying, who? I cannot. I cannot. Hold on, you guys. Right. So, what do y'all think? What are your opinions on this? Oh, let me guess. All of y'all scared because y'all think they gonna screenshot y'all stuff. y'all scared. Y'all scared to answer the question. Why? What, y'all. Hey, Sherry. Hey, y'all. Hey, Brenda. Nada. He girl over there like a whole goddamn Denzel Washington. I'm putting cases on all you niggas. You all gonna end up in what is it? Pelican Bay. Pelican Bay. I don't know. I you know what? Not to be making fun of it. I'm just really trying to consume how does this work? Because I have not been, I'm not an attorney. I'm so, hi, Bird. I'm so not an attorney. So how does this work? When, I mean, the paperwork says a little bit different, maybe the way Attorney Jennifer Bonjean wrote it up, and maybe her agenda is to, I don't know, bring, call these ineffective counsels to the stand and have them give up their resources of why did they do these, why did they do ineffective counseling on towards Mr. Robinson Vesicali. Maybe that's part of her agenda. I don't know. I'm just hypothetically speaking. You said the Carolina lady speaks in riddles. Everybody does at this point. Everybody does at this point, honey. I mean, it's some goddamn infiltration everywhere. It's this whole umbrella is infiltrated. It's infiltrated. And I'm not, you know what? I'm team Kale solid, you guys. But this is such a very unfortunate, sad ass shit right here. This some sad shit right here. This needs to go down in history. It really does. You Shabazz over there with the camera and action and shit. He need be writing the whole story up on this shit alone. This shit right here might make Shabazz rich as fuck. Shabazz, Shabazz, if you don't get your ass on this umbrella story right here and add a little bit flavor in with the subs and shit and throw some shits and giggles, boy, this shit is gonna be epic when it's done. This shit is epic. It's crazy. I need Shabazz. How much you want? We need go. We need you. I need you to write this story up for me, boy. I got some lines for you to put in that goddamn book. In the movie. You need to make a whole goddamn cartoon movie. Try to sell this shit to Disney. It's messed up. This is so messed up, you guys. This is so messed up. And then here's the thing, right? Let me put this on here. If because he's the word on the curb, he is 100% effective. His shit, I mean, it's going to fly. It's going to free R. Kelly. Let me ask y'all this question. Then what the hell does Mr. Kelly has attorney Jennifer Bonjean for? Well, he don't even need her no more. He done solved the whole case. She can go home tomorrow. She can just okay. Bring old, bring your cousin on down here, and hey, I'm done. Well, what does Mr. Kelly have this attorney for? Okay, the problem solved. I bring all the go bring all the terrorists in. Bring the ex attorneys in that was once up underneath him. And there you go. You can fight on that. We ain't got to worry about no Donnell Russell no more. You ain't got to worry about none of the Jane Does no more. You ain't got to worry about none of that shit no more. It's all with Kelly coming home on well, what was this? Memorial Week. What up, Trev? What up, Trev? I'm just saying, we are terrorizing, girl. Then I heard something about this is about contacting and calling the females all these names and this or that. Have y'all been to other social sites? Like seriously, have y'all? Do y'all know that? Well, let me see. What was it? Azrael did a video not too long ago, video shoot or something on her IG, right? All those comments under there, they're not in favor of her. You know what I'm saying? There's people um, profile names that you just do not see over here on this under this umbrella over here. You don't even see them. So, baby, you gonna have to put a whole busload of together of people to be indicted that have not been in favor of a lot of these Lifetime docuseries women with name calling because it's everywhere. I mean, I done seen more ruthless name calling from a whole nother site. Like a lot of women are displeased with the ladies that appear in the Lifetime docuseries. They really do be talking about these women because they saw the discrepancies. They saw, they saw all the lies and things. So, you go. I mean, he gonna need a busload. 'Cause it's more than that one. I ain't gonna lie. It's more than that one. I'd be like, oh, okay, ow. But when you have a personal vendetta against someone because you are seeing that person all the time stuck over here in this lane, that becomes the person that gets attacked. That becomes the person that gets attacked. But I have to say, like, Hollywood Next is not the only one that then called these women out. It just became, unfortunately, a personal feelings. I don't like that you said this about her, and I don't like that. And I get it that the paperwork said, that the ladies had the advantage where, like, would call in and say that, I'm being harassed or I'm being intimidated, and this is how they start screaming this witness intimidation, but it was going to happen somewhere. Everybody was not going to agree with or like what they were doing. And out of defending R. Kelly, whether you and I or any other individual may feel that it's right or wrong, you can't control another individual's emotion, especially on how they feel, on who they are apparently trying to represent, or talk for out here. And so and that's out of my league. I can't tell nobody, don't be cussing this person out and don't be doing this and then doing this. And the crazy thing about it, the prosecution, they know that as well. They know human mentality. They know it. You just can't stop them. But what they did is use it to their advantage to keep Mr. Kelly in the situation that he is in. They just use that to their advantage, all this witness protection. You all know that if you're out here on social media, they know that. And I can see attorney Jennifer Bonjean rebuttaling the same way that I'm saying to you guys. It's social media. If you were going to protect them, then they should have not been allowed to come on social media, flaunt it, taunt it, and throw it up in the public like aha, aha, like we got him, and it's going to upset, infuriate the people that believe in Kelly's innocence. So it's like, no, we're gonna attack you back. We're gonna break you before you break him and break us. And it's just a normal reactions, but they use it to his advantage. And of course, you have the bloggers who keep screaming it, used it to their advantage. You witness tampering. You doing this to the witness. You doing this. You doing this to the alleged victims. You doing this. You doing that. Hey, and it gave them the prosecutions the advantage to be like, you know what? We're going to use this because it's going to collaborate with our theory in the 2002 theory that Mr. Kelly is well capable of having people to antagonize these people to try to scare them off, possibly from testifying for us and this or that. Y'all know how this shit works. Y'all know how this shit works. Shit crazy as hell. But I just thought it was interesting, because I'm like, what? So when is attorney Jennifer Bonjean is going to change up her paperwork to make the story fit from the word on the curb? When is that going to change? Because that's going to have to change. In my opinion, there's going to have to be some substance brought about that. Well, you know what? The Racketeering Enterprise Act as well includes his attorneys. So we're going to have to bring some charges and put them on the stand as well. That's just me. And y'all know that I always have an opinion because, if it's out in the public and I choose to stick my nose into something just to elaborate on it over here by myself, then that's what I choose to do, especially when it don't make sense. It just really don't make sense. You say they getting deleted. Why is he deleting them? Hey, Galatians, that's crazy. I don't know. So, I mean, what do you guys think? Do you think that there's going to be terroristical people picked up? Do you guys, what are you guys thinking? You think that they're going to be Hollywood next going to get picked up? That she going to have to tell who did this, and then who else got to get picked up? A whole bunch of people got to picked up. He said the baby killer got to get picked up and his part in doing it, but that's an incomplete picker upper. That's an incomplete. That's a half-ass bus. I'm just saying that's a half-ass bus, y'all. That bus got to be having his attorneys on there too, because nobody tied their hands and put a gun to their head to be out here commingling with YouTube people. When you saw what was that, the Canic, and nobody had no gun or nothing to his head to go and sit down at that table to have lunch with that girl. Ain't nobody put a gun to Douglas Anton or Greenberg head to have them to be out here on the YouTube streets collaborating and defending a freaking defense fund. Who did that? Who did that? Nobody did that. You're talking about attorneys that's supposed to uphold the law of the land. You're talking about attorneys that done been through years and years and is licensed through the bar association. So what happened to their law ethic? What happened to that? I'm pretty sure there's not anything in there that says that they can't talk to whoever they want, and they draw a line on things that they can say and that they can't say. But what I'm saying is that if there's a terroristical act of people that's going to be brought up on charges, how is that going to fly, chat room, if you don't bring charges as well up on the attorneys? How is that going to fly? I can't make no sense of it. How do you guys make sense of it? You say you was here retwisted. Are you doing your hair? I need to do my hair too, but it's gonna survive one more week or one more week. So I don't know. So I don't know. I'm not in no position to say who's a fraud and who's not a fraud. I don't. I mean, in a sense, like I don't care because, like I said, when you walk by faith, when you've read these indictments and the motions and the counter motions and things like that, I don't have no worries. I mean, I don't think of it to be worrying about the synopsis and the theories that comes from the people, the general population out here. I just don't. I be over here like, come on, Attorney Jennifer Bunching, fight your case. I hear very much less arguments about the Jane Does and the John Does. You don't hear a bunch of hooping and hollering about that. You don't hear whether um, how Attorney Jennifer Bunching, is going to um, um, rip them apart in the appeal retrial. You don't hear that. I'm like, well, wait a minute. Where's those arguments at? Where's those arguments at? If anybody did some terroristical act against Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly, then you would hear. Well, then Demetrius took the stand, and that doctor took the stand, and all them other people that was up in that courtroom already, whom is the people that she had to challenge, that she's challenging. So I'm trying to see where this other fight is going to come in at. Where the other fight going to come in at, you guys? Is Jennifer Bunjean going to throw out her whole motion and restart this over because of this new exposure of this alleged terroristical people? Is that what she's going to do? I don't want to be surprised about this shit. So who knows what really is about to happen? 'Cause I don't know. I don't know. This shit is crazy. It's like some bumba clock shit, y'all. Bumba clock. It's, and I don't laugh. Like I said, I'm never laughing at Mr. Kelly's situation at all. I'm laughing. My laughter comes from the stuff that goes on the YouTube. So I don't ever want anybody to get that twisted up. I'm saddened for the the alleged, what's the word, you guys? Um Support. I laugh at the alleged support system of the public out here. That's what tickles me. It does. So, but hi Candy, how you doing? I was waiting for anybody, Daz. I really was. 200 and something people. And I promise you, out of the 200 and something people, Daz, it had to be at least one out, maybe up to three people that done probably been to law school, or that is probably an actual local police officer or police woman for a community somewhere. But nobody has a question. Everybody is, you the man, you the shit. Yep, bring Kelly home. And huh? Bring him home on what? What charges? On they ain't even no charges in effect on the allegations of this terroristical act. Where are the charges at? So how could you fix your mouth about bring R. Kelly home on something that has not even taken place yet? It's just all like uh 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 uh, uh um um what you call that fish, that big old fish on them. It's like womp 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 womp. That's what I hear. Womp womp womp. So I mean, but that's their thing, and that's their argument. But right now, Hollywood Next might want to pack up her Louis Vuitton and Gucci and Fendi, and she need to go hide out somewhere 'cause they on her ass. He on her ass. At one point, it was a hard on for DJ, you know. DJ better be on the run. Now that the shit done switched up to Hollywood Next. Woo woo. Bad boys, they coming for you. You said it's called Brain Dead. You say people can't be that dumb.
She said he's hungry. I thought he was because you locking him out of your room, Jack.
No, he's not hungry.
She said he's hungry.
I heard you. Beauty, you on the run, girl. It looks like the whole damn umbrella. Everybody gonna have to be on the run after this, cause baby, the way they said everybody going. Y'all got charged. Y'all getting intimidating a witness. You getting intimidating a blogger charges. You getting falsifying documentation charge. Y'all going to jail. Y'all going to jail. I don't know, y'all. Shit is crazy. You getting lying on talking to R. Kelly charge. You getting all kind of charges. Y'all getting some charges put on y'all. This whole damn shit is nothing but infiltration, y'all. Nothing but infiltration. Like, unbelievable. Unbelievable. This is unbelievable. I'm so saddened. I'm very sad. I'm saddened for Mr. Kelly. And I gotta switch the subject up just for a second because y'all know me. I always got to tickle myself pink about this Don Russell thing, right? And I'm listening to Bookham, reading the old 2020 paperwork, right, and everything. Okay. So I'm like, oh my God, this is difficult. This is difficult, 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 difficult because it doesn't matter how much paperwork he would read about Don Russell and what happened in the situation with the alleged what was it, bomb threat or gun threat or something like that, right? It doesn't matter. You're like he's very, very, very bitter and angry for whatever reason with this Donnell Russell guy, right? So you're going to read every piece of paper to make it stick in your favor. So the kaleidoscope, um, she just grabs out whoever speaks, right? And as far as she concerned, it's, you know, do your homework for yourself. I'm just putting it out here for you people to think. But it's kind of different when you kaleidoscope a whole bunch of narration up there with images, right? You can send people in all different kind of angles, and to my understanding, that's kind of what her goal is. Just look at this person. Well, look at this person, and look at this person. Well, this person said this, and this person is saying that. I truly hope that that is her angle. You guys look at this, look at that. All of these people apparently look suspect or looks like that they're involved. And but the crazy thing about the kaleidoscope images, right, and the narration that she chose to put her timeline out for people to look at, right? I'm like, does he not see his picture was a part of the kaleidoscope? Does he not see that? I have to ask Daz. Does he not see that y'all picture was up there too? Y'all picture was up there too. And her whole narration of, in my opinion, of that kaleidoscope is you might want, look at this person, look at this person, look at, and I can't see why she wouldn't leave it off. Because with his own admission, he said that, hey, he used to be around up in the Johnson Creek, in 1995. He also sat over there, unless the paperwork was fake or something, but he put up on the screen duplicates or copies or whatever of Mr. Kelly's personal identifications of sort, whether if it was a passport or drive, whatever the case may be, right? He is somehow got into possession of that. And if I have to make it make sense to me, I remember when Greenberg was in the courtroom and the judge, what was his name? Lunenberg, the one in Chicago, he asked, that Mr. Kelly needs to turn over his passports and things like that. And Greenberg was like, well, he didn't have them at that time or something. So they needed to get them because they have to have an address on file and all of that stuff, right? But then somewhere to turn those things over, that the judge requested to have turned over, it- they had to come through his attorney or whatever to get them into the courts, right? And locked away. But then I'm asking myself, well, how the hell did he get copies of these? Is this stuff coming from R. Kelly's attorneys? This is just my speculations. I don't know if that's to be true. But I'm like, how the hell? These things got stolen out of his home or something like that? Did Azrael had possession of these things? Because these was important documents. And you have to keep questioning yourself. Why did this boy have these things? Or, did Mr. Kelly give Bookham all of his things? I don't know. It's hard to say, but I can see why the kaleidoscope at some point in time had his image up there grouped with everybody that had some type of association allegedly with Mr. Kelly. So she says stick to the kitchen. Hey lady, she says stick to the kitchen. So that was a weird scene that. But then you have him where, okay, I'm gonna reread Don's 2020 indictment or whatever, the I guess motions or whatever that has been written up, and he can't believe that Don Russell got his own bond money back. And the crazy thing about it is, Don Russell put that shit out here on how he got it back. He put the whole paperwork like literally up. I had did this, I had to do this, I had to do this, and he put the paperwork up and he filed this. He told you and how he got it through with the tax people. He talked to them and woo woo woo. And I'm pretty sure that if you wanted to put time into it, that you can verify that this is what he did. The paper had like some bunch of signatures on it and everything. So at that point, I'm thinking, well, I, I don't know if you can say that he stole any of Mr. Kelly's money from that because he literally wrote and showed everybody the process of how he was able to retrieve back his bond money from it. And I don't know at all, but he said that it was something to do with, knowing certain publications when you're dealing with the IRS. So I don't know. I guess he didn't look too farther deep into that, but he also keeps saying that, the Michael guy and the Don Russell guy, obviously, took some type of plea deal where he feels that okay, this plea deal is what has gotten Mr. Kelly to is why they would not release Mr. Kelly. I'm at this point to be like, you know what? Say it. Go ahead. Let's use your narrative, right? The only problem that I have with that is that you're leaving out over three-quarters of the other part of the indictment. That's the killing part for me. That's the killing part that I cannot thrush. That's the kill. Where is the other half of the indictment that is why they would not release Mr. Kelly or why Mr. Kelly has the substantiating amount of charges against him? I like did Don Russell put these young females in the prosecution hand and say, "Hey, use these. They were underage. I want you to charge them." Like what? Like where is that part at? And I don't see it. The prosecution says that there was some minors in there, and according to the law, and it is in the law when it comes to that. I don't know if it's under the racketeer or whatever, it clearly says that if you have someone that has charges against them that has anything to do with minors, you will not get a bond. You will not get a bond. You will not. So I'm just trying to make sense to, to him and not to be arguing and going back and forth with it or whatever, because that's his opinion and that's his synopsis of it. But I just so happen to see it a little bit different. And I'll say this, unless Donnell Russell is coming to take a stand against Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly, I guess in Chicago, because ain't no stand or nothing that he can do and use here in for the New York, because that's over with. That's done. That's completo. Gone. Finito. Gone. Can't bring it back. So unless we're sitting around waiting to see if Donnell Russell is going to be sitting on a stand against Mr. Kelly in Chicago, that's to be determined. I don't know. And that other guy up there, that Michael, whatever his name is. But here's what I wanted to say, in my opinion, about this, you guys, when it comes to Donnell Russell, right? It's the paperwork that Booker was reading. And the paragraph that I talked about the other day, right? It can only play out two ways. And this is for real, you guys. And he knows that it's for real, but Bookham just won't say it, right? You know this shit can only work out two ways. Because he sits over there and premeditate the fact that I know Kelly don't do this. And Kelly didn't fuck with Don Russell like that. And Kelly didn't do this and do that. But I kept asking myself, you don't know that to be true, because if you did, and that's your guy, you wouldn't even speak on that part. See, I have no affiliations with Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly, so therefore, because I'm a free thinker, I can say it. How this can only have worked out. Since he's saying that Mr. Kelly had no affiliation and he didn't fuck with Don Russell like that, or Don Russell this or this or that. You have to ask yourself, because he says that Mr. Kelly has no affiliation. He wouldn't do that stuff. But if these prosecution comes back with any kind of text messages or any kind of phone call, which they already do, so ain't no denying, ain't no hands down in it. We might as well look at it for what it is worth. The phone call played numerous times with Cass Jones and R. Kelly. And we all have heard that. We did. Find out who they are. Who are they? And then you got these people out here that is constantly tying Cass Jones, well, Bookham does it, with the Donnell Russell. Or you have the kaleidoscope up there with the Cass Jones and the Donnell Russell, right? And for whatever may have happened between Cass Jones and Donnell Russell, that where Cass Jones is upset and she's telling Angelo that he ain't playing fair, he pissed me off, and this why I'm gonna do this. Nobody knows where that story is gonna come, where it begins and where it really freaking ends. It's hard to tell. Can't figure it out. But to keep this shit 100, nobody knows. But I pray, I do. I pray so hard that this case will be okay and it will come out in favor of for Mr. Robinson Vesicali. But to hear Bookham sit over there because he can't take my tattoo and put it up to his freaking mouth and shut the fuck up. I'm gonna keep telling you that this boy don't realize that he be telling most shit that just should not be said. If Mr. Kelly is going to be in trouble for some things, you know what? You're gonna have to let the appropriate authority people do their job. Stop helping them do their job. But he can't do that. That's just my opinion. But when you put it like that, the way he tried to explain Donnell Russell paperwork on his live, right? He busy now. He pulling up all the Donnell Russell stuff, right? Not no shit on how Mr. Kelly is how attorney Jennifer Bonjean can have a win-win in this case. You better hope that those prosecutors, we better hope and pray that those prosecutors do not come forward with any messages or any phone calls or anything. We have to pray on that. We have to, because according to Bookham, this is how that you would definitely prove that Don Russell was out here up underneath some goddamn racketeer enterprise. So you better hope that it's not there. You better hope that it's not there. I'm going to pray that it's not there. I'm going to pray that this is something that Don Russell did because this was his friend. He didn't want to inform Mr. Robinson Vesicali or this or that because Mr. Robinson Vesicali would probably talk to one of the snakes in the grass around him. And he wouldn't have been able to do what he do. But at the same token, what Donnell Russell did, was it absolutely freaking wrong? I'm going to speak to you by street on this. Is it wrong? Yes, it's wrong because he got caught. But would he have been wrong if he didn't get caught? And the Lifetime movies did not play off and he actually did this for his brother? I'm just saying, it's two ways to look at it. It's two ways to look at this. But because one person hates another person, I'm going to make this person look horrifying out here and that he is the person that is responsible for Mr. Robinson Vesicali not getting a bond, getting an indictment, getting this, getting that, when we're sitting here reading a whole paperwork that has a whole bunch of Jane Does up in there. Like, really? No, really? And I think that just, that's the part about him that makes me, want to come on just to put my opinion on it. I'm not spinning his story. He can have his story. I don't give a damn about his story. I really don't. Exactly, Daz. Exactly. Exactly. But at the same time, I'm sitting here thinking, but if this was the case and with the plea deal, the defense attorney, which now is attorney Jennifer Bonjean, if Don Russell and that other guy had taken a plea deal, what makes you think that they're not going to get hold of whatever paperwork that they have written up to say that Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly has done these things or done these things and he told us to do this and he told us to do that? The plea deal paperwork ain't finna stay sealed like that. You have to unseal that because these are allegations these are more allegations that is going to be brought, that can be brought forth against her client. So she would have to know. And now we're gonna bring him up here on this stand and put him under oath. But that didn't happen. We didn't see no Don Russell take the stand up in there. And didn't see the Michael Arline take the stand. Well, maybe was that guy? But maybe that was him because he got some charges and went to the. I don't know. I can't tell them two apart. You got one named Michael and Cass Jones and blah 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 and all that damn shit. But I don't know. You talking about making Mr. Kelly's case hard. Yeah, if you're going to keep throwing earth, wind, and fire out there and giving these people a sense of direction to go probing into something, you have to ask yourself, why is he sitting in there? Nobody can shut up. I know, Priscilla. I know. Yeah, it's Capone says a deflection from his own crimes. Yeah, remember a couple of weeks ago that he said another indictment. It's been so many freaking indictments, but how do you do? Who's who's bringing the? Who's taking the write-ups to even start an indictment? Who? That's not. It's not that complicated to find that out. Everybody can make a phone call. You know. I just don't understand how is it that the public, and I speak of that as the whole, up under the umbrella over under Mr. Kelly's umbrella. How is it that the public can even push this type of agenda to, well, I guess you can. I guess you can make, I guess you can call them up and say, hey, I sense that this is going on, sense that this is going on. This is something that you guys may want to look into. I guess anybody can do that. So I'll take that back. I guess you can do that, but I don't know. How are how how is it that I don't know, I'm baffled. How do you have one part of the terroristical people coming in under an indictment if they were aligned with R. Kelly attorneys? Shouldn't they be in an indictment as well? That's where I'm stuck at. That's where I'm stuck at. You know, that's where it's just the story is stuck at. You said he turned her from the bearing false witness on others, and so, yes, I agree. I agree with that. I totally agree with that. Man, oh man, oh man. Then you ask yourself, here's a whammy, right? No whammies, no whammies. We don't stop. Let us do that one. Let's ask ourselves this, and myself included. Attorney Jennifer Bungie is very familiar with social media. She tweets appropriately when she feels the need to do so with people that she chooses to tweet with, political or just being sociable, right? So you see her doing that. So that tells me that she has some knowledge about all of the social media sites, whether it's VIA Facebook, VIA IG, VIA YouTube, right? So you can't tell me. I, I just would not believe anybody if you fix your mouth to say, well, she ain't watching this stuff, or she ain't watching this stuff. You know what I'm saying? To be surprised that she probably is peeping in on here. She probably then went back to all of the older videos that was out here to see, what angle was being taken place out here. And by golly, if she had done that, she's one smart woman because now she can clearly say, well, you know what? Why would we trust this probing grievance right here when the person that initiated this, have you guys seen the stuff that he has done on here? I'm just saying. I'm like, wait a minute, dude, wait. I just think that only, I don't know, if your hands ain't clean, like, clean, and I don't know. I just think that would be the appropriate time for an individual to just go sit the hell down. Just go sit the hell down. So, oh my goodness, you guys. But I just wanted to see what you guys had to say about it. Like I said, I just wasn't intentionally like clicking on or nothing, but there was nothing else on, and I'm trying to clean the bathroom, and I got my headphones on, and let me respond to Book and Boy about my headphones. I have all colors of headphones. I am a headphone holic. A headphone holic. My headphones on be on me all day pretty much. From the time that I wake up, I like putting them on. From the time that I probably lay down, half of the time I probably sleep with them on because I'm listening to slow jams and the smooth melody helps me sleep, right? So that was funny. Yeah, you're sitting on your live with it, and you got these headphones and I'm a headphone always, all the time. So, but I don't know. I'm gonna be like you guys. I'm a sitting duck, waiting to see where is this gonna go. You mean to tell me that there's gonna be a whole new angle in this trial? You mean to tell me that she's gonna stop addressing these Jane Does and all of this um, mess that she has spent countless hours of writing up all of these paperworks to now prove to who that Mr. Kelly is sitting in there and should be let free because there was some YouTube terroristical act engaged with the attorneys that caused them to um, file cursios and untimely paperwork. Mm, he ain't getting a pair of my damn headphones. That's not gonna happen. Mm-mm, no. Here's the blue and the black ones. Let me show you. What is that? Blue, black. The pink ones are in my locker. Oh shit. I don't know. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, here we go. Let's hang those up there. Let it say blue, black, white. The pink ones are in my locker, and the red ones are in my locker. Yeah. I have them all. Yeah, they haven't came out with orange yet, but I love those headphones. They're right there, Rita. Mm-hmm. Blue, black, red. Red is in my locker. Pink is in my locker. And there's the blue, black, and white ones right there. Yeah. I'm always headphoned up, girl. You ask yourself, now, why do I have three pair of headphones hanging on that right there? Why? Why do you need all three of those? Because I style with the colors that I'm wearing. If I got on a blue shirt, I might want to wear the blue ones. I might have on a white shirt, I might wear the white ones. If I have on a red shirt, I got to rock the red ones. I'm a little extra sometime, okay? I'm a little extra. It's crazy, right? Yes. Like, who the hell got all the colors in one goddamn with the same headphones? I would not go out. I hear it all the time, you guys. You got the blue pair too? You got the white ones too? Uh-huh. They got to match my shirt. I'm extra. A little extra. I don't just wear all black headphones. No. Mm-mm. So I don't know. I'm trying to stay on for a little bit longer to laugh with you guys, but y'all got to make me laugh today. He's still saying Angelo calling him. Good gracious of my. Yeah, he does. But I hear it. I hear it. I don't, it's obviously, I guess, in my opinion, of who they really want to keep clear out here. They don't, I don't think I have even heard neither one of them suggest that that they be looked into. Have you guys, let me ask y'all, because I haven't heard it, and I just want to make sure. Have you guys ever heard them say that the parents should be investigated? Put a one in the chat if you ever heard them speak on it to that level. Put a two in the chat if you haven't. I don't think I ever heard them say anything like that. Not even like just a normal topic about it. I don't think that I ever heard them have a dialogue about how much Angelo was wrong in this, or how much playtime, plug and play did he have? None. I haven't heard that. I seriously haven't. I mean, talking all the way from the Drunken Larry panels, right? And he would be on there. I don't I don't recall it. I'm not gonna say that maybe 100% that he didn't. I just don't recall it, and I definitely don't hear Bookham ever say too much about it. But to them, if they do it, they put the stigma out here that that's witness intimidation. So that allowed them to be free from anybody saying that you intimidated a witness. They cleared themselves from that by saying that if you have done it to a certain level, then you are intimidating a witness. Now, I have heard them both say that quite a bit, which I guess because this is a case that is up under the court system, then it makes a person blurt it out a lot. But had this just been a normal block beef, right? You just a normal block beef, and those two guys were sitting on the porch, and you were arguing with the neighbors next door, and the people across the street start calling the neighbors next door all kind of names and blah blah blah, then it wouldn't be intimidating a witness because there's no court proceedings on it. So I guess it made it just that easier for them to be screaming you're intimidating the witness. I don't know. Hey Fizz, where you say you're onto it. So I don't know. I don't know if they I haven't quite decided whether if they are part of portraying, if they are law enforcement. I don't know. But I don't know. It's just hard to tell. And if it is, then whatever law enforcement that they may be up under, then that whole law enforcement um, needs to be shut down for playing these type of games. But I guess law enforcement can do dirty stuff too to try to get what they want. How you doing, Solo? What's up? How are you? You say you still can't get over that St. Louis guy is smart, so he might get away. That should have told the dummy. You say he already done premeditated his escape once it's all said and done, Daz. That's it. That's it. He gon' he gonna be on some catch me if you can shit. Oh, this shit is like we doggy, boy. We doggy. It has definitely been some infiltration. It's definitely been some of that. That's crazy. And here's another crazy thing, right? Let me throw this one at you, Daz. Let me see what you feel about this one, right? Now, isn't it weird that the cousin is on a rawhide exposure of Hollywood Next, right? Hear me out, Daz. Hear me out, Daz, on this one for real. The cousin is at Hollywood Next throat. He on her ass, right? He's on her ass. She going to jail. But the cousin and the mentee, they rock hard together, right? Right? All of a sudden they rock hard together, right? Hit me out, Daz. And I remember not too long ago where the mentee was shouting her out. You know, Hollywood may be right on this one, is what he said, right? You remember that shit? You remember that shit, Daz? Listen, right? Because he's like, she may be right now. I don't know if he was doing that so that he could get away with playing her videos to make a point and not so that she wouldn't strike him, right? I think that's he might have been doing it that way. But how is it that you have Starsky and Hutch riding together, calling ins, all of that stuff, right? But yet then Starsky is going after Hollywood Next alone. Make this shit make sense. Why isn't the Dukes of Hazzard going after her together? I just don't understand that shit. I don't understand. Now the Minty, he ain't fixed his mouth on nothing yet to call out Hollywood Next. He ain't. This is the Starsky doing this on his own. This is his rodeo, right? Now I ain't never really seen Starsky and Hutch split up when they ready to get it in, right? I ain't never seen what the Dukes of Hazzard. Boss Hogg always up in there, right? Under that shit right now, all of a sudden, they got different narrations and one ain't riding with the other one on the same beat. Something ain't right, Dad. Something ain't right. I'm telling you, something ain't right. But Miss Brown, Booker won't even trigger. Booker won't even take the goddamn the Mac 10 off of safety right now. And hey, Miss Brown, he won't even release the safety, girl. he got that safety clip locked tight, girl. You feel me? He got it locked tight. He over there like, no, man, this is bad goddamn timing. I just made up to this damn woman over here. I just gave a shout out, my nigga. I done played the videos. Now here you come with episode 3002. Wait a minute. You needed to run this game before I done did all this shit with the Hollywood Nexus, right? Man, I can't beef with her now. The fuck are you doing? That's fucked up. That's fucked up. It's fucked up when you thought you had a team. Hollywood Next. Girl, you ain't got the pack. Girl, you can stay your ass at home until I ain't know nobody team though right now, but I'm calling shit like I see it, right? Hollywood Next. Your ass ain't got to go nowhere because them goddamn Minty and the cousin somehow ain't on the same page. I'm gonna have to go pour me a glass of Kiki on this shit here. This some fucked up shit here. I don't know what the fuck's going on with Starsky and Hutch, but some shit ain't right, goddamn it. Oh my Lord. Oh my Lord. Oh my Lord. Oh Lord. Like, what the fuck is they gonna pull up and the Minty ain't coming in to get you? Nah, man, you go on in there, put them handcuffs on the man. Well, you done fuck some shit up, right? Oh my God. Oh shit. You know what? This old star, she gonna be like, no, man, go get the back door. Hell no, nigga, you done fucked this up. I can't do that, man. I done shouted the woman out. I done played her videos. I done told her she right half the time. he gonna have to give the goddamn he gonna have to get a Minty a little bit more defense fund money to renege on that shit. Oh my god. I don't know how they finna work this shit out here. I don't know how they finna do this now. The way I see it, one of them gonna have to cut the other one loose. Oh God. I'm killing myself on this shit. Somebody gonna need a new team member. somebody gonna have somebody. Hey, cousin. I think you might need to put out another interview. You're gonna need another another partner. Hollywood next. Hollywood. Girl, you ain't got to go nowhere. I done changed my goddamn mind, girl. Ain't no need you going on the run just yet. Oh my God. I was on my live because I'm gonna need a siren. I need the police siren. I can't make this shit up. I cannot. I hate, oh my God, I hate when I crack myself up. I hate when I crack myself. I hate when I crack myself up on this shit, y'all. This is some fucked up shit. Oh my God, this is some straight fucked up shit. At least Boss Hog them wrote it out to the but Booker might as well go and put his gun in the drawer. He can't do shit with it now. He gonna have to go over there and act like he's shooting blanks. Pop, pop. I cannot. I don't know who wrote this script here, but this is a fucked up script. Who's in charge of this motherfucking script here? Who wrote this episode out? I'm gonna need you to call me, cause you done fucked this episode up. Oh my God. Old Poe Starsky gonna have to go on and arrest Hollywood next by himself. Oh my God. Oh my God. My stomach hurt. My stomach and my head and my neck hurt on this shit. Oh Lord have mercy. Listen, I ain't trying to crack their codes. I ain't trying to bust their agendas open or none of that shit. Yeah, listen, I want them to continue to run their gameplay because the shit cracks me up. What? Somebody get Hollywood next on the phone. Let me tell her what she need to pack. Hollywood, she only gonna need a little taser for old Starsky over there. just tase him when he come through the door. She gonna have to bring these niggas back to reality. I don't know. I'm telling y'all, I don't know. This shit is fun. Oh, that's what's up. Thanks, Lisa. This shit cracks me up. But I'm serious. I'm serious, Rita. Who wrote this script? Because this one ain't right. This one ain't right today. Something is wrong. Something is wrong. You got two partners. Let's do the math on this shit. you got two partners that condones what each other says. And the only difference is one pops up on the other phones when he goes live. The Bookham doesn't pop up much over on the Levi. I'm gonna tell you why. In my opinion, and allegedly, because Bookham is on. I'm gonna keep my hands clean as much as possible. I ain't lie. You what? Bookham done proved that he got recordings and receipts up to the galore. You wanna bet if cousin Levi go down, that Bookham ain't going with his ass. Book. Buckles in his butt over there. Like, he rough and tough with his afro puffs. Buckham is a whole goddamn marshmallow. That boy ain't trying to hear no fucking bars closed behind his ass. That shit was scared the fuck out of that boy. He be scared. Bookham ain't trying to go. Uh-uh. He ain't trying to go, boy. It'd be so funny if they all just, I don't know. They infiltrating each other and shit. They infiltrating each other. I don't know. I don't know. I'm starting to believe that Bookham don't have all of their backs as much as he portrays that he does. You left the car charger at home. How'd you do that, girl? You got to keep that stuff on you like American Express, baby. The charger, the extra phone, the iPad, girl. You can't miss no lick out here. Mm-mm. What you say, sister? I'm on my. Oh my goodness, what did I walk on? Girl, we just over here laughing. We just having a good time off of the word on the curb, Audrey. That's it. We're just trying to figure out how the grievance is gonna go through. It's alleged that the terroristical people, and the word on the curb is that the Hollywood next is the leader of the terroristical people. So she gonna be going to jail, and then all of her counterpartners are going to be going to jail. And then he said the baby killer thing, he going to be going to jail again. And I just really, Audrey, I just came on to ask one simple question. I wasn't even supposed to been on here this long. I wasn't. I was finna kick back. I'm still trying to finish. I'm finishing up my book right here. See that? I'm finishing. I'm reading. I'm almost done with it. I got a few more chapters, so I decided to get back into my book. I'm kicked up in my bed. I done had me some little dinner, but I was picking this book up. It's like, you know what? I'm gonna sit here. I'm gonna chill. I'm gonna turn on my animal. I like watching my animal wild animals sometimes on Sundays. And that was what my plan was. But no, I was in the bathroom, Audrey, and I said, well, let me clean this out. And I was replacing the bulbs in the bathroom. So I clicked on the phone, and I so happened to start hearing, the cousin. It clicked on him. I was like, oh, nobody else is on. So I was like, well, let me see, what he's got for today. And I got partially through where the part that he was on, and it was about the alleged grievance that is filed, and all of these people are going to now face indictments. And I just had a problem, a personal problem over here on my channel. And I was asking the chat if they can explain to me, because sometimes I need a little help. I need that, reinforcement with my thoughts. I just wanted to see if people were thinking what I was thinking. So I said, well, if there's going to be an indictment and the proclamation is about the terroristical people aligning themselves or in some doings with Mr. Kelly's previous attorneys, I was wondering if there was going. What's up, Bo?
You want to feed your dog? Half?
Half.
No, let's go eat.
Not much, cause yeah. So I was asking them about shouldn't if you're going to indict or propose an indictment on these terroristical people, and if they are aligned with the ineffective attorneys that Jennifer Bonjean enlisted in her motions, in her write-ups, shouldn't shouldn't the attorneys as well be brought up on some type of an indictment as well, because they dealt with each other, and you can get them all in there and see who's going to turn the state evidence on saying that, well, uh, um, R. Kelly's attorneys made us do this. And then the terroristical people can be like, well, no, the attorneys made us do this. Or, that's the only way that I think that the problem at hand is going to be resolved. I don't think that it's going to be resolved with just saying that these were terroristical people out here. And this is why the distractions came forth with attorneys who have been to law school, who is licensed and everything through bar associations, who uphold the law just like your regular standardized police officers or whatever, right? They still kind of fall up under the same oath, right? The law. So I just don't see. I was trying to see what's his angle, Audrey. That's all. I was just, and then of course we just started, over here. Then I just keep going, and then we just end up started having a whole bunch of fun. That's it. Just some harmless laughter for Sunday evening. That's it. These people could do whatever they out here and their little hearts desiring them to do. I don't give two rats but if it's public, I'm going to laugh about it publicly. I'm going to have some opinions on my channel publicly without interference of what they're doing. I ain't got nothing to do with it. I stay over here, they stay over there. That's just it. Hey, Monet, what's going on? But I literally just about died over here, girl, because they done had me laughing too hard up in here. She says, was it several people are supposed to be incarcerated maybe almost 2 years ago? That used to be the word on the curb. So time will tell. Exactly, Lisa. So I give it the benefit of the doubt, Lisa. I'm giving it all the benefit of the doubt. And if they say it, they say it. I'll wait to see it. I don't know. No, I clicked on his church, but then my mom sent me the link. My sister and my mom sent me the link. My mom wanted me to tune in to her pastor today, so I watched that. I saw a little bit of him. I think it was like the blue Adidas or something like that. Now, Daz, I got to crack you up one more time about this church thing. So let me go on and hit you with this right quick. He said, let me tell you what he said, Daz. God, this shit was funny. He said in one of his arguments previously, a couple of days ago, with the other boy that he's over there arguing with, Scooby Doo, right? He tells Scooby Doo that he pays, he plays the drums for free. He's volunteering his drum service, right? That's what he said, Dad. I know you probably heard it too, Riker. I think me and you got the same ear tone. We hear this shit, right? So he says, well, I volunteer, at the church, and I do it just for them, because he likes to do this, right? Then he turns around, Dad, and goes sell these people that's how he pay his 10% tithe. Now wait a minute, nigga. Hold up, nigga. Hold up. When I say Daz, when I tell you that was worse than a three-card Molly, motherfucker, that was some worse shit. Daz. When I tell you that The way he said it, Daz, if he was a 3-card Molly, you wouldn't have found that motherfucking peanut under that shell. Daz, you wouldn't have found the ace card the way he said it. But now I'm thinking, but wait a minute, book, let me rewind this shit here. You volunteering to do drums for your church. I promise you, I be rewinding this shit so much. My phone gonna get stuck on rewind. He said he volunteered for. I even told y'all, I ain't lying. I told my mama this shit, boy. My mama fell out laughing. You volunteered to do the drums for the church, so that's your 10% for church. I was over here, nigga. Is that your way of saying that you ain't putting a damn dime in church? Nigga, is you at church broke too? God damn. This boy says, as long as he's beating a drum, that's his 10%. I kid you not. I kid you. I like to die. I like to die. So I said to myself, now hold on, pump the brakes, book. Don't you beat on that motherfucking drum today. You need to bring your ass on your live at 6 in the morning so that them people over there could at least get you the 10%, so when the plate come by, your ass can put some goddamn money in the church, not beat a drum. I was like, boy, you know what? God, did you hear this shit here? God, did you hear what this boy said? He said because he volunteers to beat the drum, that's his 10%. You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. I was like this. Now this is coming from a nigger a bumble clock nigger on the live saying you can hit my cash app. But then the same bumble clock nigga go to church and ain't putting a damn dime up in there because he doing volunteer service. I can't see. Daz, get your people. Get your people off this goddamn social site. This cannot be happening. You want people to donate to you, but you want to do volunteer service and let that be your 10% tithes and offering. Lord, have mercy, have mercy, have mercy, have mercy. God, forgive him for he not know what he do. They done got so used to him coming to church, they don't even think about passing the plate his way at all no more. Just fuck that nigga. I could see him. I could see him, Dad, saying, yeah, I'm gonna hit that later. As soon as I get done playing. Soon as I get done playing the drums, I'm gonna hit that later. He know good goddamn well once the plates done finished in congregation, they done wussed them plates on off to the back and counted up and heading it to the bank. He told myself, I'm gonna hit that later. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh. I can't believe, this boy done really went to church and said he volunteered. I don't know. I don't know, Bookham. I don't know, Bookham. I think they don't need to grab your 10% before you make your way up there to them drums. That's what I see. Oh, oh, Lord. I know the pastor sitting up there. and looking over there at him, talking about, boy, this one sorry little motherfucker here. Oh, you know, you know, you know, good goddamn well. Ain't no pastor got no business cussing in church. But I promise you, he look over there after Bookham get all set up and cue up YouTube. it's Pastor. It's Pastor P under his breath. Boy, that's one sorry motherfucker. I don't even know why I let this nigga. oh, 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 shit. First of all, Pastor, you should have recognized that if he coming to church every Sunday with a zipped up Adidas to his neck. This nigga believe in come as you are. I gotta get over here. That nigga feels very special when they came out with that shit. That was only said, Bookham, to get black ass niggas in the church. That didn't mean that you had to take them up on their offer. Oh my God. Oh my God. This nigga in there playing the drums like he going to the gym to play basketball. he just as comfortable as can be. And then soon as it's time to stop playing the drums, he over there reaching down in that damn bag for a damn Scooby snack. Oh, you going to hell, Pap. You going straight to hell. this nigga got a snack for every intermission. I'm over here like this. This nigga eat a lot. They had to mute the goddamn Pastor Mike because he over there crumbling up on the bags and shit. Pal, what the hell wrong with you, fool? Oh, my stomach hurt. My stomach hurts so bad, y'all. My stomach hurts so bad. Oh my God, I ain't laughed like this in a minute. I ain't laughed like this in a minute. Oh, I knew this is why I love the circus, y'all. I love the goddamn circus. I ain't lying. I love the circus because you never know what act. You never know what act. You never know. They got all these goddamn different arenas and shit. You got to look at this act over here, this one over here, and lions and tigers and bears shit. Oh my. This shit crazy. I'm about to go, y'all. I'm about to go. I hope, listen, y'all can't laugh no harder than I cracks me up with this stuff out here, y'all. Free R. Kelly. Free R. Kelly Hollywood next. You better pack your shit because Starsky and Hutch is on the way. Although only Starsky coming in, old Hutch he ain't coming in. He ain't coming in. He done sold in. He done sold off on that shit, dog. I can't even figure that shit out though, y'all. You got one of them talking about she is a terrorist and she's the leader of the cult terroristical people. And the partner over there talking about some she good. And shout out to Hollywood Next. And your video is on point. And yep, what she said is fact. What she said is fact. Now, how the hell you got one partner is okay with it and the other partner want to kill her? Oh. somebody, somebody ain't on the same page. Y'all have a good night, man. Y'all have a good night. I'm finna get my Blue Moon ice cream. My Blue Moon goddamn ice cream. And sit here and finish reading my book. Yeah, TBD, you missed this one, honey. I promise you, you'd have been in tears. You're gonna have to go back and catch a little bit of what the Cause if I listen, baby, this shit here kill you, girl. This shit will straight kill you if you hear this shit going on out here. TBD. If you hear this shit going on out here, girl, you will crack yourself up, honey. Crack yourself. You even got to hear the shit about the damn Don Russell thing, girl. He over there just to be, he be so happy reading it and looking it up. You know, me, I just like talking about it because I just like talking about it. It is what it is, but girl, it's Don Russell. You already know about that goddamn rodeo over there. But that boy spending more time looking up and reading all the Don Russell stuff. And I'm like, you might want to be quiet just a little bit and just let the results play out how it's going to play out, because he on the whole Donnell Russell takedown thing, and just my opinion, and I ain't no expert or nothing like that, but I'm like, dude, you might, at some point, you might want to, like, take a chill pill on it for a minute and just let it all play itself out, because ain't nothing been read in none of these paperworks that Attorney Jennifer Bonjean is doing that has any information in it, a plea written up or nothing to to take Kelly down on behalf of Donnell Russell. But the way you're talking it and doing it over there, nigga, you doing a little too much. You took your meds at 11, girl. I'm gonna have to send you a notification so you can come in and get you some laughs so you can feel better. You need the laughter. And some Blue Moon ice cream, baby. Some Blue Moon. I'm finna tear this up. Right here and read my book, girl. Watch my Animal Planet, cause I can't laugh no more. I can't laugh no more, TBD. I'm done. My stomach, my neck, and my back. And of course, these people in here, they don't help. They make it worse because they make me laugh even more. They do. These some fun TBD. These some fun people. I like fun people, I like laughing people. I like people that's not, not so stressed out and can take this umbrella stuff with a grain of salt and just have a good time with it. And we ain't killing each other over here. We ain't doing none of that stuff. But y'all have a good night. I'm going to enjoy this ice cream, kick my feet up, and get ready for my work week, dog. I had fun with you guys. They going to do what they do out here, and I'm just going to laugh at it. I'm going to wait for it to get to the end of the road. So you're so welcome, Miss Brown. Y'all don't know, my whole face is wet over here. Starsky and Hutch. Dukes and Hazard. Cagney and Lacey. They is on it. The Hollywood Next. Yeah, she should be packed up by now. She better get the hell out of Dodge. Cause they on their way. They finna get her. I don't. You say his name was mentioned one time in the last motion on Facebook. Well, his picture is also up a while back on the kaleidoscope images and stuff. But somehow he seemed to think that his pictures was included because cause what, cause of, maybe somebody thought that it just belonged there. I can't even say what I want to say. I can't even say that. I got to swallow that down. But, um, like, how you not see your picture is sitting right up there somewhere near side Don Russell. That's what be bothering. I'm like, your picture up there. You don't see your picture up there? Look through the kaleidoscope really good. Sometimes you got to turn it to adjust it. But your picture up there, and the whole story is up there. It says that this is done for people to look inside, and I'm just pointing out some possibilities of people, to look at. And last I checked, you said you was over there at the Johnson Creek in 1995. Then you're posting up Kelly's information as well. So I don't know. I don't know. Maybe Mr. Kelly gave Bookham a special agent job to do. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. It's weird, but I gotta go, y'all. I'm gonna get Coda Bear some loving and Teddy some of my rubs. He got to be scratched and rubbed, and that's it. You say I had you laughing, girl. My laugh. I know. I know. I try to get a better laugh. It's just been my laughter, girl. Me and my dad used to say, my dad be like, yo, laugh is nuts. Mm-mm. Um, Butterfly. And say good night to you, as I didn't speak to you when you came in. Everybody going to jail, girl. They want everybody in jail. Everybody. That shit funny. Mm, mm, mm. This is a hot mess. So, with that being said, y'all love yourself and love your family. And thanks for coming and having some laughter with me about the word on the curb. I'm not here to take away nobody propaganda or none of that stuff. But if it's out here publicly, oh, Pap, just have fun indulging and laughing at it. I don't give a damn what these people do. Mm-mm. I walk by faith and knowing that Mr. Kelly has another attorney by the name of Jennifer Bonjean. I walk by faith. If she says that she is coming to help him out based off of what she sees and hears, to align her to attack what she sees and she hears by the court of law and with the law, that's whose side that I am on. Amen. Just Attorney Jennifer Bonjean. I ain't giving a damn what none of these people say, because they can't get him out. It's up to Attorney Jennifer Bonjean to do her knowledgeable, law abiding work. That's it, and that's all. Nobody else can't tell me nothing. None of your paper, none of it. None. This stuff is almost at the end. So, with that being said, good night, y'all. Have a good night. I can't laugh no more. My stomach, back hurt, ears, everything hurt. That shit was hilarious. Y'all have a good night. Bye. Bye, Capone. Bye, every day. See y'all later.